Hey everyone, Meteorologist Emery here in the Fox 19 First Alert Streaming Center here on our Monday edition of our 19 at Noon weather show. Available wherever you stream, including on YouTube, including on the website, fox19.com, the 24/7 weather streaming channel, and of course on Facebook, both the Fox 19 Facebook page as well as my Facebook page at Ethan Emery WX. So hi, good Monday afternoon. It's weird saying that. I'm on my new schedule now, so you'll see me here on 19 at noon on Mondays, Tuesdays, and some Wednesdays, depending on the week. But you'll see me here in the meantime, but you'll also see me on the weekend mornings now for the 10:15 weather show we have streaming, and of course from 7 to 10 on Fox 19. So we've got a lot of things to talk about here as we head into this afternoon. Today is a quiet day. We've got really no issues to speak of. We're just tracking maybe some upper level clouds, kind of thicker, some sunshine filtering through those clouds, and temperatures will be near normal into the mid to upper 40s. Now we go into Tuesday. Some winds begin to pick up, a little breezy, but most of Tuesday is dry. And then Wednesday will be our first alert weather day. And what the first alert weather day is for is the gusty winds. Looking at wind gusts as high as 50 miles per hour. And this is something we've been monitoring the last several days, of course, with our exclusive 14-day forecast. You can see, or we've been monitoring this it's been almost 2 weeks of noticing that trend of this system having those wind gusts. Now, we didn't talk about it initially because sometimes models out that far can really move around a lot in terms of strong winds or a lot of moisture, stuff like that, but it's been really consistent. So this is not a surprise to us in the First Alert Weather team to see this system still chugging out gusts up to 50 miles per hour in the data. And we're also looking at rain changing over to snow Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening into Wednesday night. Now, it does not look to be anything impactful. We will break down some of those details coming up here on 19 at noon. And I want to remind you, too, if you have any comments or questions, you can always chime in on the Fox 19 Facebook page, as well as my Facebook page here at Ethan Emery WX. I'm just double checking really quick to make sure that it is live there. That way I didn't screw anything up. Nope, I'm there. We're good. All right, let's go ahead and kick things off here. Taking a look this midday. Again, just some upper level clouds out there right now, and that sunshine trying to filter through. But we are looking at these clouds kind of holding on through the early afternoon. You can see right here, overcast conditions, a light breeze with the American flag there waving along the U.S. Bank Tower in downtown, and also the flag moving just a little bit atop the U.S. Postal Office there along Dalton Avenue. And there's I-75 moving nice and smooth on a Monday. I'm going to get used to different traffic patterns and such on Mondays versus Thursdays and Fridays, which might be a little bit better in comparison to Fridays, because Fridays is always a lot of backups. People are ready for the weekend and stuff like that. But the week has just started. Starting off not bad. 39 degrees here this hour. Take a look at our afternoon forecast. We got temperatures warming up again in those mid to upper 40s. With the cloud cover, though, I think we might be a couple of degrees cooler now by the looks of it, just because of the fact that those clouds are going to limit some of the temperatures from getting much warmer. But the winds right now aren't bad. 10 to maybe 15 miles per hour. The gusts that are out there, nothing really, so we're not really concerned about that. But temperatures here this midday, again, are in the mid to upper 30s. Maybe a 40-degree mark somewhere. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. 40 degrees over at the Lunken Airport, 41 down into Falmouth, 37 in Lebanon, 39 in Hamilton, also up in Middletown, 37 in Harrison and in Batesville, Indiana. So here's our forecast for the afternoon. Once it loads. Even the computers are a little extra slow on a Monday. But here we go. You can see here today, we've got those temperatures rising up to 49 degrees this afternoon. And I will say, like I said, it's a couple of degrees cooler than what we had forecast for noon. So this might be more on the reality of maybe 47 degrees for a high, 48 degrees. Regardless, though, close to normal. And it's dry. The two takeaways for the day today. Now, if you are traveling across the Great Lakes and Ohio Valley regions, obviously a bit cooler the further north you go. Cleveland at 41. Same goes for Pittsburgh. 44 at Columbus. The 50s, though, just to the south and west. 51 in Indianapolis, 53 in Lexington, 50 in Charleston, West Virginia. Then the 60s down into Nashville and St. Louis. And do note some of the sunshine there because these clouds are moving in from the north and west. Now, we're not looking at that cooler air, but the cloud cover higher up is just a little bit thicker. It's kind of just swinging around here. So we're seeing more of a westerly wind today, but the cloud cover is coming in from a northwest fashion. And you'll see that here on satellite and radar. I'm going to pull that back up real quick. So you might see the cloud cover a bit more on a westerly flow, but the bigger setup you'll see further north. It's kind of a northwest flow here. In a moment once the graphic loads. So there you go. Yeah, so there's the cloud cover. It's kind of that northwest flow, so to speak. We're not looking at any moisture from this system for us here at home. If you're traveling north of Indianapolis, you might see some moisture, but it looks to be rather light at this point. But the warm-up is this westerly flow, and we're going to eventually see that warmer weather that's down towards Nashville heading in our direction as we head into tomorrow. So before we begin, let's take a look at the wind gusts. We'll take a pause real quick, look at those Facebook comments and questions, and then we'll get right back into the first alert forecast, of course, with Wednesday being that first alert weather day. All right. No comments so far on the Fox 19 Facebook page, but I did see a comment on my Facebook page at Ethan Emery WX. So let's take a gander at that real quick. All right. Got a couple comments. Susan says, good afternoon. Hopefully we will see some sunshine today. What is the chance? Well, in fact, we'll just go ahead and show you that first because this has the wind gusts, obviously. So let's see what this model's initiated at to make sure that it's good to show. Once this loads, I'm going to try to show this one. This one usually does a better job with the cloud cover. Let's switch that over here real quick. I think we will see some opportunity of sunshine, but it's going to be more cloud cover than sun. Man, they're both not holding on really well with this. The first one was better. Okay, we'll switch it back to that one. And we go into this afternoon. You will see still continuing cloud cover. If you're south of the Ohio River, you might have an opportunity to see a bit more sunshine later in the day today. But I do think most of the day we're looking at more clouds than sun. That's just kind of been the trend. That's what the satellite data is suggesting. We are looking at filtered sunshine, though. The cloud cover a bit thicker, though, to our north. But here in Cincinnati, that sunshine is a little bit filtered through some of those clouds. So, Susan, we're not looking at just abundant sunshine. This looks more like mix of sun and clouds, more clouds than sun, unfortunately. Darla says, good afternoon. The sun is out here in Aurora. Hey, that's good to know. Thank you, Darla, for the ground truth there. That's the only comments we got on my Facebook page. All right, Brian, good question. What time is the rain coming tomorrow? We're already on the model data, so let's just go ahead and jump right to it. So if you got plans tomorrow, you're fine. During the daytime hours, no issues. Tuesday evening, though, so let's go and play this out full time. 5 o'clock, still dry, looking pretty warm, too. I will say, Brian, and everyone else who's watching, though tomorrow's dry, it's warm, be a little breezy, so keep that in mind. Gusts tomorrow could get up to 30 miles per hour. Now, that's manageable, but it's enough to be something that you'll at least take note of. We go into 8 o'clock and later. You're going to begin to see shower activity begin in our western counties, and this will progress eastward as we head into the late evening and early overnight hours. So this is 8 o'clock. That's something meteorologist Catherine Bodak has been saying all morning long, is that 8 o'clock is around the time that rain's going to begin and continue overnight Tuesday into Wednesday morning. So here we have it. We play this out forward in time. Between 9 and 10 o'clock on Tuesday, we're going to begin to see that shower activity pretty widespread in the Cincinnati metro area. And do note, temperatures are going to stay pretty warm in the mid-50s. This is, again, Tuesday night, 10 o'clock. We go into the overnight hours, temperatures are not going to change very much. And also one thing to note is that if you notice the colors, a lot of yellow, a lot of orange, indicating moderate rain, even some pockets of heavy rain. So this is going to be an event that's going to have some good downpours with it overnight Tuesday into Wednesday. And with that being said, Winds will continue to stay breezy Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. So if you're traveling Tuesday night into Wednesday, keep in mind visibility could be reduced with those showers moving in. So the high beams may not be the most helpful in this kind of situation with these raindrops. There could be some big raindrops with this going into early Wednesday morning. Now we go into 3, 4 a.m. The rain gets cut off pretty quickly. And we will look at the potential for some scattered shower activity, but do note that it is a lot lighter in terms of the amount of rainfall. And with that, temperatures are still in the mid-50s. This is around 4 a.m. This is when the winds are going to begin to increase, mind you, too, for Wednesday morning. So Wednesday, looking at the opportunity for some isolated, widely scattered showers. Otherwise, Wednesday, things are actually looking more dry than wet. But I will add that with the rain overnight Tuesday into Wednesday, could be some wet roadways, wet sidewalks, maybe some puddles. But that will not be an all-day thing for Wednesday. Because of those winds, it will help dry out the roads, dry out the sidewalks. And you'll see here, Wednesday mid-morning, looking more dry than wet. But we head into Wednesday midday and afternoon, scattered showers move in, and maybe a rumble of thunder. Maybe. We're not looking at anything severe with this. However, the winds will be strong. So I'm not sure what the National Weather Service may do in this kind of scenario. If there's thunder and there's rain and there's wind, they'll likely maybe issue a warning for severe thunderstorms. However, even outside of any shower or storm, the winds will be strong. We want to emphasize that. So this is not necessarily a severe weather threat. This is more of a wind threat that might have rain and thunder with it. And there's no other threats, mind you, with this either. But we go into Wednesday afternoon. You've got those scattered showers, maybe a rumble of thunder. But this is, so here you go. Let's back this up a little bit. Here's 2 o'clock. I want to show you 2 o'clock because look at what's happening here with the temperatures. To our eastern counties, still upper 50s, low 60s from Vanceburg, West Union, Hillsborough, Wilmington, Maysville, Georgetown. But you look further west, it gets a little bit cooler. So more left, west you go. Mid-40s from Hamilton, Cincinnati, Florence, Dry Ridge, Owenton. Mid-40s also towards Batesville, even getting close to the low 40s in Batesville at 44. This is at 2 o'clock Wednesday afternoon. We play into 3, 4, 5 o'clock. Still daylight. Temperatures have dropped in our eastern counties into the mid-40s. Our western counties in the 30s. This is part of that frontal system. It's moving through. So Wednesday is going to be a day where we see falling temperatures through the day. And this is when we're going to begin to see that rain change over to snow after sunset, Wednesday evening. And do note, with these snow showers, they're isolated. They're pretty light. However, keep in mind that though it's not going to amount to a lot, with the temperatures falling, there could be maybe a slick spot late Wednesday night into Thursday. And you'll see here as we play this out a little bit further, the temperatures will fall close to maybe even at freezing. And one thing to also keep in mind is with the bands of these snow showers, they could bring in a very minor accumulation under an inch. Now, I will say that models have been very unimpressive with the amounts of snow with this. So if you're curious, I've got to pull out my weather graphic real quick of the amounts of snow. And I'm not going to show the amounts because right now the amounts are a little too far out there, but it's very meager. It's going to be under an inch. I've got to find... actually, you know what? Since I've said that, let's just show you the numbers. Let's see here. There you go. And by this point, let's go to 10 a.m. Yeah, by this point it'll be over. Not a lot. This, I believe, is the model that I've been trusting. Yep. So not looking at a lot. However, with the temperatures getting down as low as they are Wednesday night into Thursday morning in the upper 20s and low 30s, a few slick spots are possible for the morning commute on Thursday, though I don't anticipate it to be a widespread issue, but it's not a lot. The focus is the winds. Let's just jump into the forecast model data right now. That we can see these winds. Now today, gust at maybe 20, nothing more than that. Tuesday, gusts 25, maybe 30 miles per hour in the afternoon. But again, Tuesday also not a huge issue with the winds. The focus is Wednesday. Wednesday morning, we're already seeing wind gusts at 3 a.m., close to 30 miles per hour. We go into Wednesday mid-morning, 25, 30. Wednesday afternoon, 2, 3 o'clock. Could be anywhere from 30 miles per hour, potentially up to 50 miles per hour. Now, these are a little bit egregious with the amounts, or the speeds, I should say, or gusts of wind. However, 40 to 50 is a pretty good range here we're betting on with this first alert forecast. Wednesday night into Thursday, still windy, gusts over 30 miles per hour. We go into Thursday, winds will still stay blustery, 25 to 35 miles per hour. So Thursday, though it's not a first alert weather day, still blustery, still cold. Wind chills will also be something we monitor for Thursday. As we go ahead and play this model, this will show us how cold it's going to feel like for Thursday. So here's Wednesday. Wednesday during the day, it's warm, at least for the first half of the day. But Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening, as those temperatures fall, wind chills will dive down into the 20s and low 30s. This is Wednesday, 7 o'clock. We go into Wednesday night into Thursday morning. Thursday morning, 5 a.m., wind chills in the teens and low 20s. So it's going to feel pretty cold Thursday morning. Morning lows will actually be in the upper 20s, but it'll feel like the teens and 20s. Thursday during the day, we do break out into the 40s, lower 40s, mind you, for Thursday afternoon. But Thursday afternoon, wind chills will be in the 20s and 30s. So it's going to still feel cold on Thursday. And then eventually we do recover with the winds calming down and temperatures warming up for the end of the work week. And what we'll do now is play a forecast model. It's going to show you the end of the week as well. It's going to show you on a wider scale too. And we'll take a pause real quick before we go any further. Look at the comments and questions, show you this, the 7-day, and then wrap things up. All right, Cindy. Hi, Ethan. Snow Thursday with the frown face. I know, it's still March. Winter's not over just yet. Almost there. So we've got 17 days to go until it's officially the first day of spring, astronomical spring, technically speaking. Yeah, if you've lived here long enough, you know that you really can't count out snow, even in April. But mind you, that's still too far to look at that. But yeah, we do have some small snow chances. Not a lot, as I've said. The winds are kind of the biggest factor come Wednesday. And then we have rain chances primarily for the majority of this extended forecast. Look at my Facebook page real quick and see if we got any other comments or questions there. Got a couple. Let's see. Just one extra comment from Susan with the crying emoji. I imagine it's because of the snow, if I had to guess. But let's just share the good news now. We are looking at a big warm-up heading into the following week, so next week. But here is our regional model here. So we're going to play this out. Today's dry. Tomorrow is dry for the bulk of the day, but tomorrow evening after 8 o'clock, rain begins to move in. Widespread overnight Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. And then Wednesday, gusty winds, scattered showers, maybe a rumble of thunder. And then we go into Wednesday night into Thursday. Rain changes over to snow. It's rather light and it does not last very long. Maybe a few lingering flurries to start your Thursday. Otherwise, Thursday, a cold, blustery day. Friday looks primarily dry during the day, but then Friday night into Saturday, moisture begins to move back in the form of rain. So there you go, warm up coming up on Friday. Then we go into our Saturday, a few showers primarily in the morning, and then we head into next week. We're actually looking dry and warm Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, even into Wednesday, March 12th, looking dry. But then Thursday, we are tracking some rain of March 13th, and that will continue a more unsettled pattern going to the middle of the month. Well, let's take a look at that 7-day forecast, though, because, again, we are looking at a a gradual warming trend. Now, we do have some cooler days, yes. Thursday is the coolest of the next several days, but you'll see here temperatures are going to rise up. So 49 degrees for today, partly cloudy skies. Tuesday morning up to 38 degrees, showers late, again after 8 o'clock. Otherwise, Tuesday is going to be a dry day. Wednesday morning, 54, falling in the afternoon to 45 degrees. So it's not a typo. That's just a good indicator to show you that the warmest time of the day Wednesday is going to be in the morning. But again, windy and showers. Maybe rumble of thunder. Thursday morning, again, below freezing, so maybe a few slick spots are possible, but not going to be a major issue. The snow mounts are really light, less than an inch, less than even a half an inch for most. Some may not even see anything. That's just kind of the nature of these very isolated snow showers behind the front. So Thursday, morning flurries. They'll be out of here, though. Blustery, though, for the bulk of the day. Clouds will decrease on Thursday. Friday, variably cloudy, much warmer, starting off with temperatures close to freezing, getting up to 55. Saturday, a few scattered showers. At this point, it looks like it's going to be in the morning, and then drying out and getting eventually a bit milder heading into Sunday at 50 degrees. So that's the 7-day forecast. For those of you curious, for the 14-day forecast, we are looking at some unsettled weather going into the 14th, 15th, and 16th, but there will be some more dry than wet days. But do note, really warm air. Mid-upper 60s, low 70s for highs, morning lows in the mid to upper 40s. So if you like the warm weather, if you like the spring-like weather, we got that coming up into the following week. But this week, we do have these ups and downs, just all things considered. But it's not looking like anything significant. We're not tracking any kind of big Arctic blast. We're not looking at any kind of major system that could bring severe weather or flooding. None of that stuff. It's just springtime showers, maybe rumble of thunder, very, very light snow in the mix. Between the dry days, that will be mild. It's 12:23. Take a look at the final comments and questions before we wrap this up. Oh, speaking of which, Tina says, are the storms going to be bad in Aurora, Indiana? No, fortunately. The big thing on Wednesday, Tina, is going to be the strong winds. Even outside of showers and storms, wind gusts could get close to 50 miles per hour. Now, with there being showers, maybe a rumble of thunder, the Weather Service might issue severe thunderstorm warnings. I don't know what their plan is. I'm not trying to speak or allocate for any decision they want to make. But regardless, keep in mind, even outside of showers and storms, winds will still be strong. And I would not be surprised if maybe even tonight or tomorrow they might issue a wind advisory for Wednesday. Maybe even a high wind watch. Can't rule that out. But do know that with the winds and with the chances for showers, maybe a rumble of thunder, you might get an alert for that. And it's just the winds. And it's something to keep in mind that these winds will be pretty strong enough to create some damage potential, or even the potential for maybe some power outages. All right, no new comments on my Facebook page. No new comments on the Fox 19 Facebook page. And we got 5 minutes till now in the Natty. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this up here on this Monday edition of our 19 at Noon weather show. I'm going to do a little update on the First Alert forecast. We'll post that video on the First Alert weather app as well as on fox19.com and, of course, on the 24/7 weather streaming channel. Coming up at 3 o'clock, I'll be here giving you that First Alert forecast along with, I believe, Jessica Schmidt on Fox 19. And, of course, we got you covered all afternoon. The Chief's going to be in at 5 o'clock. And, yeah, you've just got to be focused on Wednesday with those winds moving in. Have yourself a marvelous Monday afternoon.